The following voiceover that you're going to hear has come from yesterday when I made the comment about what I wanted to talk about today. I unfortunately only have one out of the two clips because I lost the first one whilst I was editing this. The first one was a 52-second voiceover that was introducing the topic of what I want to talk about today, which is to put the phone down. But here is the voiceover that's the most important one, and that's in fact 62 minutes and 50, no, not 60, oh my gosh, 6 minutes and 52 seconds, not an hour, no it's not, it's not that long. But here is the voiceover right here, coming from yesterday.
Imagine how far I'd get if I just focused for at least 1 year. If I just aimed to focus for 1 year. If I just put the phone down for a long enough time to be able to see some major results in a way that I would want in my life. I personally think, and have also had thoughts of, if I just put the phone down, most of the challenges I've faced would go away. They'd immediately be resolved. Or perhaps, maybe not immediately, but they would be resolved. And I'd be able to, from there, carry on taking my life to the next step, up and up and up and up. If I just focused by putting the fork down and by taking more care of my health, as I haven't done that in this week or last week through my eating habits. I was saying on one episode that I hit an unhealthy all-time high by having takeaway 5 times in a week. It's Wednesday and I've already had takeaway 4 times, or some sort of fast food, in 4 meals out of this week. I remember having it once on Monday. I had a meal that was fairly healthy, eggs, spinach and some chicken, with no sauce because we didn't have any at the time, but I was hungry so I was able to munch it down anyway. Then I had some chips. I had some chips after that. And then the day after, I had those leftovers. And then in the afternoon, had some. And then there was some takeaway left over at home, which I ate, which makes it 4 meals. And therefore, 4 times this week. If I just focus on improving and actually, instead of just thinking about it, actually doing it. First of all, by putting the phone down, imagine how far I'd get. Just imagine. I think by not doing this, and I do think, and I wholeheartedly believe that if I keep on using the phone by consuming YouTube content a lot, as I've done in the past, the opportunity to learn from the lesson will just keep on repeating itself over and over again until I actually do something about it. not necessarily learn from the lesson, knowledge-wise, but actions-wise, learn from it, then I'd be able to get much further in life than I have done now, which would be seen through my physique, first of all, which would be seen at first glance, the changes that I've made as a person if I do it, if I just focus for at least a year. Obviously, do it for my entire life, yeah, but I mean, short-term wise, thinking about the now, if I just do it for a year, imagine how far I'd get. I don't know how far I'd get. I really don't know, but we will see. And I know that leading a life in which I'm consuming a lot of YouTube and eating unhealthily is just going to take me to a very similar spot I was in that made me make the change in the first place on the 20th of August 2021. I took that plunge for good and really changed up my eating habits and changed a lot over 5 months. But because I've been eating in a much less healthy way than I've done in the past, I've now put on quite some fat. This isn't unfortunate to me. I don't think of it in that way. To me, I think of it as a fact. It's obvious because I have the proof through images. So I've undeniably gained fat. And that's through my doing. There's nobody else to blame other than myself. And I believe there's no point in trying to find fault by blaming either, because that time I could spend blaming is exactly the same time I could spend actually doing something to change my life in the way I'd want.
That is the end of yesterday's voiceover, and now we're back in today's voiceover. So here, you've probably seen me struggle with doing the push-ups, and now you can see me with my hands in my head, and I'm about to sit down, as you can see here. And this thought came into my mind: are you going to feel sorry for yourself, or are you going to keep going? The thought wasn't in this exact way. It wasn't using those exact words, but that was the message of it. But then, as you can see, my cogs are turning, and I came up with an idea. I thought, why not try doing half push-ups, and then I could do a couple of deep ones. So that's what I've gone and done, and I can carry on doing this for chest when doing these plank footage videos to build up the strength to being able to do deep push-ups more easily. I'm only 3 days from day 50, which is obviously halfway to 100, the triple digit mark, but the milestone doesn't really seem all that much to me because I'm focusing, really. I'm going to do what it takes to just put the phone down and sort out, instead of just one aspect of my life, do all of them. Because I think I've noticed, I'm thinking of one example in particular that I have in my head. If one thing isn't sorted out, it could be that the rest isn't. For example, there was one time I was laying in bed, even though it wasn't late, like late being time to go to sleep. For example, like maybe 9 o'clock, for example. It was maybe around 6, and I've been watching YouTube for quite a few hours, and I also noticed that other areas I wasn't in a healthy place in other areas, such as I was feeling dehydrated, I wasn't eating healthily, I wasn't doing what I set myself, and that's all I can think of at the moment. But yeah, I need to really sort all of that out. I don't know if I've talked about this, but in a previous log I talked about reaching an unhealthy all-time high with eating takeaway by eating it 5 times a week, and already this week I've had 4 takeaway meals. On Monday it was 1, and then on Tuesday I had 3. All of them, every single one of the meals that I ate were fast food. So yeah, I'm going to eat more healthily now. I'm going to go shopping because I know how eating healthily makes me feel and how it makes me look. It just puts me in a much healthier position in all aspects of my life, because eating healthily makes me have higher energy levels and puts me in a better mental state because of looking more healthy and also feeling it. Obviously, experiencing the higher energy levels, which I've done in the past when I was much shallower, you could say, into the body transformation journey, closer to August time when I started. August last year, that is. So yeah, I'm going to eat healthy now and just go past this unhealthy high. I remember saying this, but I'll say it again. Maybe it's that I had to go through this unhealthy high to be able to go through uncharted territory in a way that I do want when it comes to productivity with the plank journey sessions and outside of it, and eating healthily, staying hydrated, and so on. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed these voiceovers, sorry, because you got some from today and one from yesterday, and I hope you enjoyed the footage, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.